Hello, everyone, and hello, no one, because there's no one on yet, because I've literally just pressed the live button, and this is an unscheduled live. And why not? Thought I'd come in, thought I'd look at some comic books that I've picked up, and let's do this as well, because I bought a frame. I went into Poundland, I bought a £1 A4 sized frame. I need to get into it. I'm looking around the table. Something that will assist. Oh, there we go. My name's assisting. Because I've got a new print. I've got a little space on my wall upstairs in the room. And I wanted to put something on it. So I got an A4 print done to frame. And the A4 print for the wall that I got done is that there of Captain Carter from the MCU. And I've got an affinity with that character. I like Hayley Atwell as an actress, although obviously that's the animated What If version. I like the character of Captain Carter. I like Maggie Carter as a character and what she means to Captain America and what that does for his motivation and all that within the film. Even though she's not in the film, so to speak, after the first one, apart from a few bits here and there, she's still very much a part of his story, and he's a character that I like. So let me just stick this in the frame, and we'll have a look at it. Fortunately, I've got a tiny tear on it. I seem to have torn it, but there we go. That will not notice once it's in here. Michael's about. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? I like the look of your room behind you. When what I saw, I'll be happy to see what you've done with it when that video comes this week. That'll be great. Michael's done it's created himself a sort of media room kind of thing, and it's looking lovely. And later this week, he's got that video coming up. So go over and check out Michael. Oh, the monkey is on. How are you keeping? Hope you're well. Sorry, cup of tea. I've just got back from being out. I took my dad shopping to Sainsbury's, got his shopping for him and all that stuff. Took him home, and yeah, there we go. So yeah, so I've got that for the wall now. Nice black frame, like I said, Poundland for that frame. You can't go wrong. And I had a little space on the wall, and I thought, what can I put there? So I got this Captain Carter image done. Lovely. There we go. Full room tour will be in February. Ross Dogs, Broken Spirit, says that's fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just a print, A4 print. Printed it off, stuck it into a £1 frame from Poundland. Can't go wrong. Monty Python's Flying Circus or Fawlty Towers. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'd have to say Fawlty Towers, I'll be honest. Monty Python was a little bit before my time in the sense that, you know, it works better as an adult, a lot of it. And I do find some of their stuff hit and miss. And Fawlty Towers, it's more of that classic British sitcom, isn't it? You know, and yeah, he's blasphemy. Yeah, so I meant Monty Python. Sorry, no, Fawlty Towers. But Fawlty Towers is far shorter, isn't it? It's a tough comparison because they're two sort of completely different kind of shows. You know, Fawlty Towers is more sitcom. Monty Python is more sort of a sketch show, isn't it? That's fantastic. Yeah, thank you. How was your dad recently? He's all right. He's all right. I'm taking him next Saturday for. He's got to have cataract surgery in both eyes. He's going next Saturday for the first eye. So I'll be taking him down for that. Apparently, the procedure only takes about 20 minutes. Who would have thought that they could do that? Slice your eye open, pull out the old lens, put in a new lens, all in about 20 minutes. Amazing. I was ignorant to it. I don't know, you know, what the surgery is or anything like that. But 20 minutes is just like, well, they've got that down to perfection. Who knows? There we go. Blasphemy, we covered that. AJ, hi, Danny, how are you doing? Will we see Captain Carter appear again in any other incarnation? I certainly hope so. I reckon we will when we get to, definitely when we get to things like Secret Wars. They can't not. There'll be so many. Yeah. When are we doing the Star Trek lives? I weren't laughing about that. I was 2 messages down. Yeah, we got to do that. Yeah, because I thought you'd be busy, didn't I? But you've done your room in like 2 days. Let's talk. How about next? Oh, wait, I was going to say next weekend. We'll talk about it, Michael. We will. I'm off work Tuesday. I'm off work Friday. Saturday, I'm busy with my dad, unfortunately. Sunday, I think I'm going to be hosting a live at 2 o'clock anyway. Although you have a live, don't you, Mike, around that time, I think. I have to make sure it don't clash. Or is yours at midday? We'll see. Will you be taking... No, he doesn't like the sound. It's too loud. Too loud. Check you charge bum chock. That's obviously some Klingon for something. I've got a video coming. Oh, no, first of all, I've got to apologise to you, Gareth, because I didn't get my video into you for your 989 that you requested, and I am so sorry. It totally slipped my mind with going back to work, and I've been off for 2 months. I've been off work for 2 months. I had a month's annual leave over December. And for reasons, I was off sick in November, which I don't really bring into the channel or anything. And I know, and I went back to work, obviously after the new year, and it just totally slipped my mind, and I must apologise for that. But I have bought, I did buy a VHS tape because of you, and that video's up in a couple of days. It's your fault. I'm looking forward to the Trek Wars. I'm guessing that with having the film playing, I'll probably get a strike for that. A copyright, well, not a copyright strike, but I'll have to, like Gareth does, put it quite far back to talk about. I expect something to happen. What up, Stephen? How are you doing? How's that cheeseburger? You're right, AJ. I'm knackered myself. Why'd you knacker yourself? Was that yes? You went up to Reading yesterday. You get about a bit with your little trips. How long does it take you to get up to Reading? Because you're down in. Am I right in thinking, Daddy, you're in Andover, which is near Southampton, Salisbury way, isn't it? And you went up to Reading. That's quite a trot. Even that train journey must be quite expensive. Are you choking, Gareth? Trek Wars. I have a live on Wednesday. Oh, okay, 25th. All right, good. Like I said, I am free this Tuesday. I am free Friday. Although my wife's away at the moment. She's in Turkey. She's back on Thursday. So yeah, but what sort of thing? VHS tape? Well, I don't even have a VHS player. It's simply a sort of a nostalgic memory of a forgotten era of film collecting. Are you a fan of any of the fan-made Star Treks? Star Trek Continues was very good. Yes. I need to get them. I need to get them on a disc, put onto a disc for me. Now you said that. I'm in this zone at the moment where I think this year I'm going to be looking for TV. I'm looking and delving into the TV of my collection and looking for back TV shows that I haven't got. I've got a wealth of TV show on DVD, on Blu-ray, and I said this yesterday. I wouldn't, for the world, I wouldn't get rid of them. I really wouldn't get rid of them, because the TV shows generally for physical media are the ones that tend to go out of print more, harder to come by later on down the line when there's no interest in that TV show anymore. Unboxing and putting out my new room TV shows like The Pretender, what I picked up the other day, the Tomb Raider TV show, Relic Hunter, that's it, everything but Tomb Raider in name. Things like that are long forgotten, and they become very difficult to get hold of. So, and for that reason, I'd never get rid of my physical media TV ever. I know it takes up a lot of space, but TVs, I love TV shows, and especially from that era. But yeah, Star Trek Continues was very good. And then what was the one that Walter Koenig starred in? There was this, and it had Chekhov in it. Yeah, Walter Koenig, he's Chekhov. It had, what's the name from Blade Runner in it? Dark-haired girl. She had a role in it. Terminator, Edward Furlong was in it. I can't remember the title of it. It was a 90-minute film. I don't know if they ever done any more that came after it. Renegades, Star Trek Renegades. That was it. That was good. Is there any way you can get a license for copyright music on here? No, no. No. It's a simple answer. Doing good. The cheeseburger was the best part of the film. That's to do with the menu. I sat down and watched the menu last night. Ralph Fiennes, Anya Taylor-Joy, what's his name? Played Beast and was in Mad Max. What's his name? Help me out. It eludes me at the moment. And John Leguizamo was in it. Interestingly, Anya Taylor-Joy is in the next Mad Max film, and what's his face was in the last Mad Max film. They're in this together. But I thought the film was all right after a little bit of digestion, after digesting it for a bit. I'm 19 on 27th. Oh, okay. Young. 27th of March. Okay. Nice. Good. What would it be to be young again? Would I go back to being young again? If I had the knowledge that I had now, then yes. I wouldn't want to go back. Saying that, shortly after that, I think it's about 21, I had my first son. He was older than you. Yes, hour to Reading to train, only £7. I have train discounts. Okay, that ain't too bad. Fast train to Reading, it's quite a trot. Reading does fall under my work patch. I've been there several times. I don't like that area. I hate Reading. I hate driving to Reading. It's so long. My name is Ryan. Oh, hi, Ryan. Yeah, I can see that. Ryan Vincent. I have a house in Turkey. Do you? Okay. Have you seen Ants? Yes, I've got Ants on Blu-ray. If I had the choice between Ants and A Bug's Life, I always preferred Ants. I don't know why. I just did. Now You See Me too. I've seen both of Now You See Me's. They're impossible, shall we say. I get a sort of sense of impossibility from the magic done in them, or the illusions. I've been watching fan-made streaks, Star Treks, on YouTube. Don't forget, my birthday is January the 30th this month. Hiya, Rehan. How could I forget? AJ, I don't own any TV shows. Wink, wink. No, you don't, dear. That big Andromeda box set. And that was a good pickup with the X-Men, animated series that you found for, what was it, 22 quid? Wow, that's good. I do have that upstairs somewhere. I know where it is. It ain't somewhere. I know where it is. Great series. I was looking into the Spider-Mans from that era as well. Renegade, yep. What are your favourite movies from 2004? Yeah. Okay, Ryan, give me a minute. Because off the top of my head, I can't really think of 2004. 2004 movies. So I'm having a look for you and having a look. Movies. 2004 movies. Let's have a look. Best movies of 2004. I'm going to do a short look. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was out. Dead Man's Shoes, Nobody Knows, Adam Paul. Kill Bill 2 was a good film. Anchorman, I didn't really like the first Anchorman film. I didn't find it funny. Shaun of the Dead, 2004. There we go. That's a contender. Terminal, $1 Million Baby, great film. Team America, World Police, great film. The Notebook of film. Incredibles, never been a fan of Incredibles. Butterfly Effect. Spider-Man 2 was out in 2004. How could I forget that? Oh, so you got two great films there. Shaun of the Dead and Spider-Man 2. Hellboy was out. It's a very good film. Dawn of the Dead remake. Dodgeball. Shrek 2. Collateral. Tom Cruise. iRobot. 51st Dates. Finding Neverland. I'm skipping some here, obviously. Bourne Supremacy. Okay, the ones that jump out in this list are Spider-Man 2 and Shaun of the Dead. Creep was out. That's the one set on the London Underground, the horror. That was good. National Treasure, Nicolas Cage. The Girl Next Door with Jack Bauer's daughter, 24. Eliza Cuthbert. That's the name. Starsky and Hutch. Oh, there's some good films. Alien versus Predator. It's not a great film. I have fun with it. There we go. So I've gone for 100 films there. I've given you a few. But Spider-Man stands out. It would be Spider-Man or Shaun of the Dead. Don't know that one. Renegades. Yeah, it's a fan made. Was Tuvok in it? He may have been, yeah. Do I collect classic Doctor Who? No, I don't. I don't go beyond the 1996 movie. There's so much of it beyond that time. And even now with a lot of my TV stuff, I sit there and I look and I think, am I ever going to watch this stuff before I die again? And sadly, the answer is probably no. But then why'd you have it? That's the collector side of me. It's there if I want to watch it. So I don't tend to delve before the 1996 movie. That's where my collection starts. Although I've got the Peter Cushing 2 movies from the 60s, but obviously they're outside continuity of the films. They're within their own little continuity bubble. How was the Burger King from your Blu-ray hunt? Did it change taste since you last had it? Give Wendy's a go. It's great. No, Burger King is still... I like a Burger King burger. XL Bacon Double Cheeseburger is my go-to burger in there. It's all I have. But Christ, it's like £9 or something. I remember when it used to be £5. But that's thinking about it's probably about 20 odd years ago. I get a craving every so often. I try not to eat too much of that sort of rubbish. I don't want to call it. I even like McDonald's. Come on, I like a Big Mac, but I don't. But I know afterwards that I've eaten crap. Does that make sense? So I don't really eat it too often. That sort of stuff. Burger King, I might get a craving 2 or 3 times a year for it, and then I have to alleviate that craving by having it. And it's just because my missus is away. I did say to her, all right, one day I'm going to get takeaway. Hit the like button. Yeah, why not hit the like button if you're liking it? Okay, Rod Stewart felt that same way. He made a song years back about if he knew what he knew back then. If we all had the knowledge that we had now, then, well, who knows? I wouldn't give up the sort of the knowledge and wisdom that I may or may not have. We bought it years ago when it was cheap, 10 minutes from the beach. How often do you go over there, Danny? Have you seen Nine? Nine is an animated film, isn't it? And I think this is the one that Michael goes on about sometimes, if I'm not mistaken. And no, I haven't. What hit you now? Yeah, I got what you meant. That is pretty. Am I thinking of the wrong film? Or am I thinking of the right film? I don't know. Rehan, I'm doing very well. Okay, you have to let me know when that's up. Making a short film about autism. Let me know. I'll check it out. Here's the X-Men on Blu-ray. I saw Spider-Man is £130. Wow. Yeah. Yes, the I don't think it's got a Blu-ray release. No. No, it hasn't got. As far as I'm aware, it ain't got a Blu-ray release. Could be wrong. Spider-Man, but DVD's fine for it. You know, I wouldn't upgrade my DVDs to Blu-ray for it. You know, it's just nice to have it. Even, yeah, it looks fine. Now then, AJ. ... What's your favourite film ever? Jaws. Probably. Hi. Hello. Do you like the Ghostbusters Afterlife 4K cover? That's the one with the car, isn't it? And the sort of stream and the little slimery thing at the front. No, I didn't like it. That's a hideous cover. I like the film. Please don't. I haven't ignored you. Please don't ignore me. I got some good news today. Okay, well, let me know the good news. But I haven't ignored you. I just commented on your autism video. First time I saw Andromeda box set that size, all the DVDs were mint. Yeah, have you started watching Andromeda yet? It isn't a show that I got to the end of. Both Andromeda and Final Conflict were based on concepts by Gene Roddenberry, but they were made after his death. They were essentially, think of Gene Roddenberry having a file with notes made in, and Majel Barrett Roddenberry, his wife, took those notes and they've made shows out of them more than anything. So, yeah, Gene Roddenberry's name on them is a bit of a sort of... he had nothing to do with bringing them to screen, essentially. Now, out of the two, I'll be honest, Final Conflict and Andromeda, I think I preferred Final Conflict. And because of that, Danny, it's one of the shows I now want to get a hold of. I got season 1 anyway, because that was released here in the UK on Blu-ray, and it's available pretty damn cheap. And I've ordered season 4 relatively cheap, but the other seasons are quite dear. So, you know, as time goes by, yeah, we covered that. I said, let me know when it is and I'll watch it. What movie is your worst purchase you regret buying? Licorice Pizza is one. Wish I hadn't listened to people saying how great the film is. And The Babadook is another one that I bought a special edition set of, you know, with the booklet and all this sort of thing. And it was a complete blind buy. And I watched the film. And I bought it on the back of watching The Nightingale. I think if I'm remembering rightly, I'm sure I'm remembering rightly, I might be wrong. I'm sure The Nightingale is it Nightingale? Yeah, it's directed by the same person who came later, but it was made later. And there was an excellence in the directing of that. So it made me buy The Babadook based on that, but I didn't enjoy it. I sent it back, got my money back. Yeah, so they're two ones that I can land my finger on at the moment. First time I saw Andromeda box set that size, we covered that. Oh, Danny's repeating himself. Rehan, he is going down comments on order. Thank you, Michael. I like the double whoppers with cheese. Yeah. I'm partial to a Burger King. I don't like their chicken nuggets. They're tasteless. There's nothing to them. And I don't like ketchup. Tomato ketchup I will not have. Hi Ryan Vincent, you're back. Welcome back, Ryan. Michael, at AJ's movie place, that's Faces. Ooh la la. I don't get good song. Did anyone else watch that Glass Onion movie on Netflix? Good or crap? I enjoyed it. It was. I like Daniel Craig's performance in it. I enjoy watching Daniel Craig doing this character. I did an Austin Powers box set Blu-ray opening. I did see it. The title alone is off-putting. Glass Onion. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd title. I'll give you that. Have you seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever? No, I haven't. I didn't see the first Black Panther at the cinema. I'll watch it when it hits Disney. It is, and it's a great film. I think that's Glass Onion. Scanner Darkly, I've never watched. I know it's Keanu Reeves, sort of animated one, isn't it? Mike P, This Is My Life. Yeah, Danny was talking about the X-Men cartoon series from the 90s because he picked up the Blu-ray. The DVD box set for a good price. I'm sorry, if I put fresh fruit and ice cream in a blender, what happens when I get the milk from the fridge freezer? I don't know. You make a smoothie. I seen Sausage Party when I switched Sausage Party off. So it was a highly unpleasant movie. I didn't like it. Scanner Darkly, yeah, 99 is Scanner Darkly is for everyone. Well, I said a smoothie. There we go. Mike P, do you think 4K Blu-rays are usually worth it? I think that's only a question really that you can answer for yourself. Depends on your love for the film. There's a lot of factors that go into play. If I was talking overall, I think they could be a little bit cheaper. It'd be nice to see the price come down to about 20 quid per. I mean, some of them are. No, all right, 25. Overall, no. But yes, that makes sense. But I said it depends on you and what whether you think it's worth it for the particular film, I suppose. If we're going down, theme from Jaws, yep. I wish I picked up Short Circuit the other day. Yeah, I picked up I bought the Steelbook. I was in a CEX and they had a Steelbook behind the counter and I bought that. I did get to see the Short Circuit 2 version you're talking about, the thick one with the book in it and that. Yeah. Are you getting Event? I've got Event Horizon on 4K Blu-ray. I've done an opening for it several months back. Yeah. I started watching Andromeda, but it's very different from Star Trek. It is. Now, Lexa Doig is in it. Actually, she's called Lexa Doig. She's the dark-haired girl. I believe she is... Is she the computer? Is she the ship? Like a holographic version of the ship? She's married to, or was, Michael Shanks, who played Daniel Jackson in Stargate SG-1. She also starred in Jason X, one where Jason, Friday the 13th, set in space, and the blonde girl the tall blonde girl in Andromeda, the sort of hard one, shall we say. I can't remember what role she plays in it. Maybe second in command or something. She's in Jason X as well, like a reunion for some of the cast members. How do you feel about the final episode of the original Quantum Leap? I felt it was fine. It didn't make very much sense to me, in the sense that if he was in control of his own leaps, then why wouldn't you leap home and just treat it like like a job? Like, oh, all right, honey, I'm just leaping out I've got to go and work away for a few days because I'm leaping to the 1960s. Then when you've done with your leap and you've solved the problem, you come home. Hi, honey, I'm back for the weekend. I'm going to go and leap again on Monday. Do you know what I mean? There was that element to it. How many seasons are Earth Final Conflict? Can you get them all on DVD? 5 seasons, Danny. Like I said, here in the UK, only season 1 was released on DVD. You can pick it up very, very cheap, probably about £3-4. But then the others you'd have to import from the likes of Germany and Germany, US, Australia. I think there was rights issues with the late seasons that stopped it coming out in some locations or something. Yeah, but here in the UK, we only got the one season. Where are we? Interesting. I thought Licorice Pizza was an okay movie, worth watching. Yeah, I found it creepy. I found that the boy who was meant to be 15 acted far older than a 15-year-old would, even with the life experience that he had. I didn't find that believable. I didn't find that realistic. I thought that the relationship was kind of creepy and that this girl was older, but yet she sort of almost encourages him and likes the attention she's getting from an underage child. Film had creepy aspects like that, and overall the story just went nowhere for me. My friend is autistic. Okay, I think a lot of people being diagnosed as autistic these days, and ADHD and all this sort of stuff. And I don't know. I come from a different era, and I believe that there's too many labels being put on people too fast. Can you sing Bake a Cake song, AJ? I don't know how it goes, so no. Nearly picked up The Complete Heroes on Blu-ray, but the lid had a massive rip. Yeah, Heroes. There's a series that went downhill fast. And I do have it. I've got a dog named Daniel who look a lamb. What's your opinion on the news? They are recasting the Harry Potter films and remaking them with a brand new cast with a confirmation the first one will be completed in 5 years. I have no opinion on it whatsoever because I don't like Harry Potter. I've seen the first Harry Potter film, and that's it. I've seen the first Fantastic Beasts film, and that was it. I watched that because of the sort of era, 1920s kind of era it's set in. Because I like that era of American history, but Harry Potter just doesn't work for me. I've seen bits and pieces of the other films at Christmas when I've been at someone's house and it's been on TV, but they're not films for me, and I've not got them in the collection. Okay. I have the Austin Powers movies on Blu-ray. Love those movies. It's worth owning things that are your favourites. I like iTunes too. You don't own them. And Austin Powers, if I watch one, I have to watch all 3 back to back. I was talking about the 2009 film. Is that an animated film? Is that animated film that you go on about that needs a sequel or remake or something like that, Michael? Is that the one? Mike P, the monkey. Why are they remaking Harry Potter movies? Seems like a waste of money unless they're 100% accurate adaptations from the books. Yes, very dark film, Michael. I got a sister named Layla. Okay. How are you settling with your new room, AJ? Very good. Yeah, very good. Very good. I'll do a movie room tour or at least part of it. I don't know how long it will take, because people want me to do it slow. They want me to take time with it, which is fair enough. I can do that. That's planned for not this Saturday coming, next Saturday. So 2 weeks' time, essentially. I'll do it then. So maybe in 2 parts. It may fall in 2 parts, given the length. Okay, so Ryan, I'm going to miss out on some of these messages you're sending me, mate, because they're like, I don't see the relevance. No media is worth anything unless you love it. That much is true. Last week I met David Tennant. Nice. Where'd you meet him? Later is okay, Ryan. That's good. Oliver. Little Steve. Hey everyone, how are you, Steve? Hope you're well. Mike P Money. I've got a girlfriend named Rita. Okay. There we go with that one. Sorry, I've lost my spot. Where was I at? Hey everyone, Mike P. The Monkey. I'm surprised they are doing feature-length films and not a streaming series. That's true. I have some new balls from the shop today. They have Tom Holland's face on them. Okay. AJ, question. Do you think Doc Ock really drowned at the end of Spider-Man 2, 2004? And what do you think happens to Doc Ock after No Way Home? Do you think he still dies? That's a good question. No. No, he doesn't, because no one ever dies in comic book movies, apart from Uncle Ben. Even Gwen Stacy came back. Streaming series would not have time constraints, and yes, that's true. Yep. Dimension, how you keeping? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Very stretchy. Okay. I don't know the characters in Harry Potter. Sorry. I'm not into wizardy stuff. It took me about a month to go and see Lord of the Rings when it came out because of wizards and stuff. But then I loved it. But Harry Potter I just can't get into. Fantastic Beasts series is cool. I watched the first one, wasn't a fan. Started the second one, turned it off 10 minutes in. Earth Final Conflict. It's called, Danny. It's based on a Gene Roddenberry concept, exactly the same as Andromeda is. You know, it's like they opened a drawer. There was a bit of toilet paper where Gene Roddenberry had made some scrap notes about a show. It's not space themed. It's more Earth set, but there are aliens who come to Earth in it and this sort of stuff. Yes. It may go into space later on. I can't really remember, but it's generally set around Earth and this other alien race and stuff. Haven't those films only been released a couple of times, the originals, then the box sets, and now the 4Ks? I'm not sure. Well, it's talking about Harry Potter. I ignore the releases. I'm getting sick of Star Wars. As far as I'm concerned, only the prequels and original are canon. I hate the sequels and the TV series they have done. I don't mind some of the TV series, but the sequel films are wholly unnecessary. They do nothing for the franchise whatsoever. Yeah, which is such a shame. I'm surprised they made the reboot of Heroes before how it ended well. It wasn't it was kind of a continuation of Heroes, what they'd done, the one season thing. Yeah. Mandalorian was just okay, but now the story has nowhere to go. Take that back. I like Clone Wars season 7 and Rebels. Clone Wars and Rebels, fantastic. Are you watching The Bad Batch? Which I suppose is a continuation of Clone Wars, isn't it? I've got to sneeze. Bless me. It is, yeah. That's 9, I think. I watched the Measure of a Man episode of TNG. That was amazing. It was meant to be one of the best episodes. Poor data. Poor data indeed. My messages just went funny. hope I've still got them there. Where am I? Thanks, Michael. Yes, that's why they're remaking the movie series again, since they re-released them on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, then the 4K Steelbook set, then the Hogwarts Train box set. Yes, make money, people buy them. I put Ryan in timeout. Yeah, thank you. Today marks 2 years ever since WandaVision came out. Sorry, Ryan, if you're watching, your messages are just trolling, essentially. Do you use stuff like, I don't know what Plex is, Jack. Forgive my ignorance. I'll have to look into that. Where I think James Bond films will go. That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Obviously, there's talk, would they set them in the 1960s? I think that's a good idea. Like that era, when the books were first written, but it wouldn't work in today's society, in the sort of tick box nature of filmmaking. That stuff wouldn't play. Yeah. Thank you, Michael, the guardian angel of AJ Stream. I was surprised they killed an X-Men character so early in season 1. I can't remember. Who did they kill? It's been a long, long time. It's been 25 years. I liked a lot of that era of animation. They've done a great Hulk cartoon I'd watch. Things like that. Yeah, I was not a fan of Lord of the Rings. It just put me to sleep. Wasn't interested at all. Conan the Destroyer had wizards. Yes, it did, but it's not the be all and end all of Conan, is it? It's not the, it's not what's centered around Conan, wizards and that. It was about Conan. But I just have issues with wizards, and it's front and center in Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings, and this is one of the differences that I have between Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy, shall we say, is that Lord of the Rings offered you a human component to follow yourself through the film, and you can go on that journey with the human element. But Hobbit doesn't have that, so I found that harder to follow. So, don't get me wrong, I do watch some, sword and sandals type stuff, and I know wizards and that generally come into play in those, but it's not, it just depends, and Harry Potter's just never interested me. AJ, what is your favourite Tobey Maguire Spider-Man villain, and what is your favourite Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie? Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's the one that's held up the best. I reviewed them. I reviewed them all several months ago in the lead up to No Way Home, and I remember switching off Amazing Spider-Man 2. I couldn't get through it because the plot elements go nowhere, given that there weren't a third film. Certain plot elements within it to do with his parents, all that nonsense. It was unnecessary. Now, Spider-Man 1, the first Tobey Maguire one, great film, but after this amount of time, there were elements that I felt dragged it down a bit. It wasn't a fantastic film. It was a very good film, but not fantastic. But Spider-Man 2 took it up to that fantastic level. Tim Curry is a national. Earth 2 was a decent show. Earth 2, yes, Tim Curry was in that. Earth 2 only lasted one season itself, and I do have that on Blu-ray. On DVD upstairs. I didn't mind Earth 2. No, they cannot create anything original. It's such a shame. AJ, do you think Doctor Strange remembers Peter Parker after No Way Home? I want to say no. Because if he does, it detracts from the ending of that film and their goodbyes. But I'd like to say that there's a little pocket in his mind where if it were unlocked, even if he doesn't know it's there, that he would remember him. Yeah. You would know if you didn't skip my previous Harry Potter comment, AJ. What one did I skip? I apologise if I've skipped anything. I'm looking back, Monkey. Was it that one? I don't know. Yeah, they released them a lot. I don't do it on purpose, so, you know, unless it's an annoying message. I lost my spot now. Michael the Guardian. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of questions here. A lot of messages. Matt Nichols, I don't think he does. Yeah, Bad Batch was good. Yeah, it feels more. Yeah, it's a continuation in it. But Rebels was a very good animated series. Even the ending, the fact they gave it that end, you know, that sort of finality, but with the potential carrying on, it was a good place to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to do a video tonight. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. The best Spider-Man villain is Green Goblin. Green Goblin is a good villain. Just the costume isn't good, is it? Thank you for reading it, AJ. You're welcome. Did I read it? My thingy's at 20%. Yeah, thanks for reading the messages. Many channels do not read them out. I try and get as many as I can in. Test. Can you get AI on Blu-ray? Do you mean AI, the Steven Spielberg artificial intelligence movie? Or you think, yeah, you can get that. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Would you want a Jane Bond film? Mike P, would you want that? No, I wouldn't. Jack, I can see your test. The Monkey, I would be an interesting concept. Probably watch it. Not sure if I'd buy it. I'll keep an ear out for it, Michael. I would depend on the writing for me. If it's loaded with feminist tropes and political stuff like that, I'd skip it. If I stuck to writing a good story, I'd watch. Is that still for Harry Potter? Forgive me, I'm lost. This year probably will be more nostalgic for me because I'm considering buying those Batman and Robin figures I used to play with as a kid. They're all on eBay. Do you know what? Dimension, I've got my sometime this month. I haven't put a date in for it yet. I've got my Defending a Dud, finally, Batman and Robin video coming up, where I'm going to change the mind of all those naysayers out there who think that it's a rubbish film. Yeah, that's my next Defending the Dud. And then at the end of that video, there'll be 3 more crappy films for me to defend. A choice of 3 more. One real nerd. Hey, Keepin, thank you for joining the stream yesterday. That was, coming on. One Real Nerd was live on Matt's channel on our chat. Fantastic. Crystal Croc does stuff. Me and my friend made a book called Santa's Balls and Other Stories. Okay. I think that's why they put her in the bar scene with her in the blue dress, saying she only had 2 weeks of training. I feel she is to be the first Jane Bond. Are we talking about... Oh, wait, what? Okay, forgive me, right? Because little bit of background, if you don't know. The last James Bond film, No Time to Die, I think it was called, I've not watched. I switched it off maybe a third into it. I wasn't feeling it, wasn't getting into it. I know you had the Black Woman, that was the new 007. And then you had Anna de Armas, the actress, as the girl in the dark dress who done the fighting with Bond. Is that the one we're talking about? She's a fantastic actress. She doesn't look too bad either. Hey, Danny. There was a character called Morph who could change his form into anyone and was destroyed by the drug. Oh, okay, yeah, Morph. Okay. Political messaging and virtue signalling in movies is totally unnecessary, in my opinion, unless it's a political film. Most movies do not need it and think it's used as an excuse for poor writing. I totally agree. It's not needed. But they're the times we live in now, aren't they? Unfortunately. And it is affecting every facet of stuff. Let's think of a film that I've watched. I didn't feel that Nicolas Cage's The Old Way had it. All right, his daughter was a strong character in it, but that's fine. That was fine. I don't think it felt. I didn't feel that it was overly woke, gendered. Conan's friend he took with him was a wizard. Then there was the wizard in the ice castle he had to fight, and the wizard that was chasing them. 3 wizards and a witch in that, and that's fine. It's sword and sandals. Stephen's arguing against me about my hate of. I don't like Harry Potter. Okay, I don't like specky little wizards. Here I am wearing glasses. I don't like specky little wizards. There we go. The monkey, Anna de Armas. I've only seen her in a couple of things, but it could be an interesting offshoot to see, like a Felix Leiter series that has this character, Anna de Armas character. See, I've got no issue with that. If they were to take the Anna de Armas character and do a film centered around her character, because it's a different character. Even if they'd done Felix Leiter, I would have no issue with that. Because you're not taking James Bond and saying, this is James Bond. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you're taking another character. And why not? You know, there was talk of them spinning, years back, spinning Halle Berry out of the Pierce Brosnan's final one, set in the ice. I've lost over. Hey, Michael. HRZ. Sorry. I don't. Thoughts on selling the Snyderverse to Netflix? I haven't got any to mention. Because I've got them all on physical media, I don't really pay too much attention of where they go to when they're on streaming sites or anything like that, to be honest. So that could feasibly happen, and I'd be completely unaware of it ever happening. Mike P, the age is perfect for the 12-15 year commitment they want for the role. Okay, I've got The Host. A Mother I've not seen, and Memories of Murder I've not. Host was decent. I've got a DVD of it kicking around somewhere. Parasite was very good. I did like that. That was quite an amazing film. At the end of No Way Home, Doctor Strange jumped into another dimension with someone, but the third eye appears on him. So do you think they'll make another Strange movie? Yes, they are. I think rumours went about the other day that there's a new. It's inevitable they'll do another Doctor Strange. They're going to give him a trilogy of films. There's also rumours that Ant-Man's going beyond 3 films as well this morning, I heard. Yeah. So yeah, Doctor Strange, because you're doing the multiverse. Doctor Strange is a big part of that, so he's got to be present in it and be there. My friend's mum gave birth to 10 children. Okay. Mike P, the age of Anna. I'm sorry, I don't see the relevance of that one. Because Mike P wouldn't Doctor Strange remember doing the spell. What I think is he made himself and Wong remember that no one else. Possibly, we'll find out, I suppose. I think that's the difficult part. These actresses do not want to get typecast into a particular role. Yes, yeah, there is that. This Is My Life. Yes, AI, the one with Will Smith. Oh, no. You're confusing. Okay, AI is a film with Jude Law and Haley Joel Osment. Or are you thinking of the Will Smith one, iRobot? You might be thinking of iRobot, which has got a Blu-ray release, and so is AI. But AI is the film that was directed by Steven Spielberg, that was going to be made by he who made The Shining, he who made, oh, my mind, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, someone knows. Someone's putting that name at the bottom. Yeah, AI is that. His name's drawing me a blank. I'm going to the bottom. No one's put it in yet for me. Might be out of print, but it was produced. No, I think they're quite cheap. I picked up a new AI version of AI for about £2. It was on offer for £2. It had slip with poster inside and all stuff like that. How I said, yeah, the internship is my mind, so sorry. Owen Wilson and he who acts himself in same in every film. Oh my God. My mind is really drawing a blank today. Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn. That's the internship, isn't it? When they go working for like Apple or someone like that, or I think something like that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking right. And Into the Storm. It rings a bell. I don't know if I've seen it. Is it found footage? I know it's a disaster film, but is it done as a found footage film? Because if it's done as a found footage film, I would likely have ignored it because of motion sickness reasons. Joe's Music Place, have you seen the Christopher Nolan Batman films? Do you think Batman died at the end and Alfred is just imagining things, or do you think he survives? I know the theories on both. I like the ending where he's died, and that theory. I prefer that theory that he's died and Alfred is that he's actually sacrificed himself and ended his life for all of Gotham, and Alfred is imagining it based on what was said earlier in the film. I haven't watched Teen Wolf. No, Ryan, I haven't watched Teen Wolf at all. It just didn't. The TV series didn't appeal to me, mate. But yeah, it's gone on for quite a while, hasn't it? I have this feeling that they're making another Home Alone movie. Actually, I'm making one. I have a Universal making an ET2 film excited for Indiana Jones 5. Why have you jumped from one thing to another, Noah? I hope Indiana Jones 5 is better than Indiana Jones 4, which was terrible. Raiders and Last Crusade are still my favourites. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic for Indiana Jones 5. We'll see. Have you seen Nope? Nope. No, I watched about 15 minutes, and I don't like Jordan Peele films. They don't work for me at all. I didn't even like his Twilight Zone TV series. I have I just don't like his filmmaking. They made an adult Scooby-Doo series called Velma, and it's doing poorly and lots of rubbish reviews. or online. Rotten Tomatoes give it 52%, I think, but audience score. Yes, I saw some of the clips from it, where she's kissing what's her face, the other girl, and then there's scenes where the other girl is. You find out that she's dealing drugs in something about. Is it something about dealing drugs in bathroom at school and stuff? I don't know. Why would you write that stuff into a Scooby Doo? Just why would you have the two of them kissing? Why is it needed? No. Why has sexuality got to be brought into something like that? Why? That's the question, right? And that's what gets me. You know, what are you doing to the kids? What are you doing to them? Why would you even consider a cartoon series has to have that kind of have that in it? Why? It's very frustrating. It's not needed. It's not, you know, things like Star Trek, Star Wars and that, they don't need, sexuality doesn't need to be brought into certain things, but they feel this need to shoehorn it in, and it just winds me up. Do you think Loki really died in Infinity War and tricked Thanos because he can make doubles of himself? Yes, I do. Because it was a motivator for Thor. But like in any comic book, I mean, okay, I've got, you know, I collect comic books and read comic books, right? So beside me here, I have all these. These are all comic books I picked up yesterday from my comic shop, because I've been for about a month. No one dies in comic books. They'll find a way around, and now like they have with Loki. I was actually going to start this. I was going to do this live stream as a sort of comic book corner, where I was going to go through and sort of show comic books that I'd picked up, and have a little talk about them. But obviously, so many messages. It's gone. It's taken a life of its own. But yeah, so no, I think Loki died. Otherwise, you have no meaning. No, Mason, but then he didn't die because it's an alternate timeline version, or whatever. Yeah, you have to go by the audience scores, not the critic scores. Critics usually don't know what they're talking about and paid to give positive reviews. Absolutely, always go by the audience score. Star Wars: Last Jedi is a good example of critics not knowing what they're talking about. I'm going to make a prediction here for you now, and remember this: 15, 20 years time, Star Wars: The Last Jedi will probably be there'll be a change on that film. There'll be a change on it. It's a film that is okay. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is the bravest of the three films. I'll say that for it. It's the best directed of the three films. It's the most visually impressive of the three films, and it does a lot wrong. It does do a lot wrong, but I think there'll be a shift over time in thoughts on that film. Time will be good to it, and not so much to the others. I take my hat off to Rian Johnson for attempting something far braver than anything else in that Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, did I feel embarrassed when I sat in the cinema and I saw Mary Poppins, Princess Leia? I felt embarrassed. I sat there and I felt this cringe come over me, and I felt myself saying, "What am I watching here?" It had that element, which isn't good, but I think it's a braver film than the others. That's all I can say. Just watch in time. I think there'll be a change for that one in the memory. Have you seen Monster House? A very, very long time ago, very long. I'd have bought it for my children. And Bridge to Terabithia isn't a film I've seen, no. I feel them re-releasing the Indiana Jones box set again in 4K with only different cover art. Yeah, that was a bit naughty, wasn't it? They have these things planned. You know, Back to the Futures are coming out again now with new cover art after having a 4K steelbooks released before. They know what they're doing, these companies. They know that people want that classic cinema artwork on their steelbooks, so they don't give it to you, but then they will down the line make you buy them again. Those are out as individual releases now, but it only contains the 4K Blu-ray. It does not contain a standard. Mike, is that in America or is that here in the UK? I'm sure did that still come? Because I've got both sets. Of course, I've got the Indiana Jones films with the proper artwork after getting the white steelbooks as well. All that stopped now. All that stopped. But I'm sure that we still had both discs in. I can't remember. Yeah, it was unneeded. I don't like Harry Potter either. You said Wizards didn't centre around Conan. I was just pointing out that they kind of did in Conan the Destroyer. Yes, Conan Destroyer was heavier with it. I will admit. It's always a part of that sword and sandals kind of mythology storytelling to have wizards in there, and that it gives you a more of a thingy. But it's generally, if you give me what I'm saying is Conan is Conan. Conan as a character himself has no wizard abilities or anything like that. You got a support cast, you got a villain that's a witch, and they do magic and all this. Fair enough, but when you say to me a film is about a wizard, I'll be like, no. But generally, the wizard element, I don't like wizards and stuff like that. It just don't really interest me. That the box set they done in 2013 was a lovely box set. I did do a video comparing that to the thingy box set, and the Blu-ray one is far superior. A lot more love went into it. I agree about that's what I'm saying. The new already released was, yeah, it is but it makes money. It makes money, and I fall into that trap. AJ, watch Memories of Murder. It's arguably one of the best movies I've ever seen. Memories of Murder. All right, let me jot it down, and I'll see about what I can do. Let me have a look. Memories of Murder. Memories of Murder. Memories of Murder. 2 rural cops and a special detective from the capital. Well, wait a minute. I've lost that word I was saying now. Memories of Murder, 2003 South Korean crime thriller, co-written and directed by Bong Joon-ho. It is loosely based on the story of Korea's first confirmed serial murders, which took place 1986-91. Detective Park and Detective Cell, respectively, to a detective trying to solve the crime. Okay, all right. Let me screenshot that. There we go. Mysteries of Murder. Keep an eye out. Criterion did a blue. Okay, all right. I've been saying this. I'm done with streaming. These companies, especially with Disney, I think we can't. Yeah, it's. I don't like the streaming world. It's like you said. They bundled them at first instead of selling them individually because they wanted to make money. Yeah, that's exactly what. That's all it is. I mean, come on, that's their business. That's their bread and butter. Right? From a business perspective, I completely understand what they're doing. If it makes money and if the consumer's going to buy it, then they're going to continue doing it. They're not to blame. We are. and me personally, I'm to blame because I've double dipped. I've bought stuff again, and so many people do. So many collectors do, and there's such a smaller market now for people buying physical media that you're targeting that smaller demographic with the let's buy the films again and again and again, new packaging. They know they're not, they're not stupid. They know we are. that's what it comes down to. Did you like the newest Conan film with Jason Momoa? I watched it once. Not really. I've never fancied a revisit of it like I do with The Barbarian and Destroyer. Wow, there's so many messages. Well, he ain't gonna listen to you. I thought when I deleted comments, it would delete for you. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. Stanley Kubrick, yes, that's artificial intelligence was meant to be made by Stanley Kubrick. No, I used to be a pack a day person. Marlboros would keep doing it if it wasn't screwing up my teeth. Yeah, I've never smoked. The Steven Spielberg film, Artificial Intelligence, yes, it is available, Danny, relatively cheap. Harrison Ford never complained about being in Indiana Jones, and he wasn't typecast. He did What Lies Beneath and other dramas. Yeah, he did. He did. He was a big star. He drew in crowds, didn't he? He didn't like Han Solo though. Do you think there will be another physical format after Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, 8K Hyper UHD Green-Ray? I want to say no. I want to say yes. There could feasibly be an upgrade, yes, but it'll be so niche. It'll be for, do you know what I mean? It'll be expensive. It'll be niche. It'll be for a market that's far smaller than what you've got now. It's possible, yeah. If not, in years to come, you'll see a sort of revival for DVD, Blu-ray, that sort of thing. Finally got a copy of No Escape in my collection. Now looking for Slipstream and Hardwire from my 90s sci-fi fix. No Escape, Ray Liotta, or as it's called in other territories, Escape from Absalom. Good film. Slipstream, I can't recall. Hardwire, and I'm thinking of Hardware, the robot one, Killer Robot. Hardwire, I'm not sure I know that one. I got D2 the Mighty Ducks on Blu-ray the other day. Flight of the Navigator on Blu-ray, Disney Movie Club exclusives. Yeah, Disney Movie Club is we don't get it over here in the UK. I'd love to get hold of the Black Hole. I enjoyed the live stream. I'll be doing more soon. Looking into podcasts, my friend. It was a pleasure to meet all you. It was great having you on. Watch this. Watch what? Selling the Snyderverse means allowing Zack Snyder's whole story to continue and finish with Darkseid. Okay, so if they'd done that, yes. Okay, yeah. So I'd be up for that. Zack Snyder, the mistakes were made. I'll admit that. I have issues with the fact we've gone from Superman into Batman versus Superman, and into Justice League, but the Snyder Cut Justice League was fantastic. If he was allowed to continue it, however, I'd have no problem with that. It's funny. I watched Rush Hour 1 last night, going through all my trilogy. Did you get the trilogy on Blu-ray in the end then, Danny? I know you wanted it. Is Jordan Peele the one who made a big deal of having all black casts, or was it Tyler Perry? Jordan Peele, I believe. Yeah. Those are great films. Oh, 10% on my battery there. So I might go and get my charger in a minute. Or move room. I might move room. That'd be easier for me. This is my life. If you like Jackie Chan, check out Police Story films. I've never seen Police Story. Yeah, but you can get that in. I think Germany does that. Dan, do you not get anything off of Amazon? Do you not shop from Amazon, Danny? Let me have a look. I'm going into Amazon Germany. I love Amazon Germany. I really do. There's so many like gems there of stuff that we just don't get in this country. TV series and film. When I say we don't get them, we may get. I mean, I've got things sat beside me. The Gerard Butler film, Chase. It was called something else over here. We didn't get a Blu-ray release for this in this country. So I imported it from Germany, but it's different title, and it's that was an okay film. I enjoyed it. It was a remake of the Kurt Russell one from 1997. So I'm looking for Rush Hour now because we ain't got Rush Hour 2 in this country. Rush Hour Blu-ray. Where are we? That's DVD. Okay, Danny. Okay, so Rush Hour triple pack, Amazon Germany, €12.99, €13, €3 postage, or €3.12 delivery. So what's that? 13.16. Alexa, what's €16 in UK sterling?
€16 is about £14 and 17 pence.
There you go, Danny. 15 quid, let's say, for the Rush Hour trilogy pack from Amazon Germany. I don't know why I just don't go for that. I've got Monsters Incorporated on Blu-ray. Yep. Death in Paradise. No, I don't believe I have. Okay, if it's a series, no, I haven't. Yes, critics did rate it very highly, and in comparison, yes, it was there's a huge difference between critics and audience, yes. But then is The Force Awakens a good film? It's a remake of Star Wars Episode 1. Episode 4, sorry. A New Hope. It's a complete remake. So is it a good film in that respect? No, it's got nothing. There's nothing original in it. It's exactly the same film as Star Wars: A Force Awakens. Do you know what I'm saying? So in that sense, The Last Jedi is a superior film because at least it gave you something. It gave you something that you didn't have. It was brave in its storytelling. So does that say more about the audience? Audience is happy with a Star Wars remake, dressed up as a Star Wars sequel, but they're not happy with something that kind of tries to break the mold a bit. See what I'm saying? I'd say it says more about the audience, honestly. It was controversial because it was poorly written. I wouldn't say it was poorly written. I'd say it had errors in its storytelling. It did. It was. As I say, I'll just go back to saying it was braver. Do you think Avengers Endgame 6-hour cut will ever be released? No, probably not. Brilliant but lazy. Yes, Spider-Man 2. Dr. Octopus said it before he became Dr. Octopus, and then when he was Dr. Octopus, I think. No, and he said it at the end when he sort of his mind came back. Yeah. Spider-Man No Way Home, we heard Doc Ock say he had Spider-Man by the throat before he gets teleported. Do you think it's the scene when Toby unmasks himself to Ock at the final battle of Spider-Man 2? That's what it sounds like, yes. Yeah, that's where yeah. So feasibly, I see what you're saying. So if he then gets sent back at that point with that memory of this other world, but then he sacrifices himself at the end anyway, doesn't he? So it's still, even after all that, he would still sacrifice him because he would need to. Movie Mad, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Scott, I don't like streaming for the simple dimension. Mike P says, sorry, names at Dimension Scott. I don't like streaming for the simple fact of availability. Something you want to watch can be gone tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. The only streaming service I have is Disney. Only one. I used to collect until I saw all my money disappear when DVD came around, so I stopped. I did say with Blu-ray that would be it. That would be my last. I won't jet step into 4K. I used to say that, but lo and behold, it happened. It's good value if you don't already have a collection built up, but lower quality availability, not owning anything, controlling anything, makes it a poor investment for me. Yeah, I would never buy a streaming film. I've had Netflix before. But I wouldn't have Apple and then say, I'm going to buy that film so it's in my streaming library. Nothing tangible exists there. Dimension Scott, do you live stream on David Akoa? Because I'm sure I've seen you on David Akoa channel. Also, thank you to Michael for that. Yeah, it was getting a bit. And I think what happens is, Mike, is you might see the messages disappear after you've done that, rather than the ones before. I think DVD is worth collecting. These will be around for a long time yet, I think. Look at how long CDs are still around for music over 40 years later. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for DVD. Okay, the quality, is inferior to Blu-ray, but I still pick up DVDs. I've still got a hell of a lot of DVDs in my collection. As long as you've got them on physical. People want too much perfection these days, don't they? I mean, some films, even to the point I'll pick up a 4K of something and I'll watch it and I'll think 4K doesn't suit this film. RoboCop is one that I will say 4K doesn't suit. I need it to look grittier, rougher, as it was meant to be seen. I will say that. Other films, the complete opposite. I think DVD is worth collecting. These will be around. I read that one just now, didn't I? Mike P, right. We'll be watching the new adaptation of The Little Mermaid coming out. And do you feel it needed to be made for a new generation? To answer your questions, yes. No, I don't know, actually. All right, this is a funny one. I've never seen The Little Mermaid animated film. I've never watched that as a Disney film. Never appealed. Will I watch the live action one? Very feasibly, but I haven't got a point of reference to compare it to. So I'm sure that my thoughts on it would be far different to if I'd seen the animated version. So we'll see. Do I feel it needs to be made for a new generation? No, it doesn't. Disney always, films classics. A lot of their films don't need to be, because all they're giving you is a complete a complete. There's nothing new. It's just gone from one form of animation to another with a couple of live action people thrown in, essentially. It's getting cold, isn't it? Well, no, I don't know why I'm asking you people, because you can't feel cold here for me. But it's getting cold, rather than saying it as a question. Yes, I have. I feel that way about Aladdin. See, now Aladdin, I didn't watch the live action. I didn't. I think I might try to start watching it. I just didn't get into it. There's so much release that it could not be put on Blu-ray from DVD. I could go through the list of great TV shows. I've got a video coming out in a week of 10 TV shows that need a physical media release. Yes, so keep an eye out for that. Slipstream is Mark Hamill. It rings a bell. I've probably seen it when I was very young. Monkey again, I think a lot of these remakes are because of writers' creative department cannot come up with anything original. There's nothing wrong with the original animated versions. I don't think it's. I think it's money. It's money. Once you've got name recognition, you're confirmed an audience. Thank you, Dimension Scott, said Matthew. I do not mean to make you repeat yourself, Mike P. AJ's Movie Place, do you have an email address? I can probably help you out with getting the black hole. I do indeed have an email address, which I am going to start putting up at the end of my videos, actually. I've got to go to it. So bear with me. I've set up one where I can be contacted, and it is, believe it or not, it is all lowercase, AJ's Movie Place at Yahoo something. Where can I see it? Right there. At Yahoo, okay, AJ's Movie Place at yahoo.com. And that's literally AJS Movie Place. There's no there's no abbreviations, there's nothing, no commas, no little lines, just AJ's Movie Place. So AJS Movie Place at yahoo.com. It will be coming up at the end of my videos at some point. I'm going to do a new ending where I'm saying, hey, I'm available on if you want to get in touch ever. Get rid of Snyderverse. It is deader than dead. It could go somewhere. DC's dead anyway, isn't it? The whole of DC's dead. And they're trying to get back into it at a point where comic book movies are now hit their high and on the way down. The Monkey, no problem. I'm an easygoing guy and really enjoy this hobby discussions. Good. No, I didn't buy Rush Hour Trilogy on Blu-ray. I'm waiting for UK release to appear in HMV. Have you looked into why, Danny, there isn't a Blu-ray release of it in this country? Because you might be waiting for something that might never come. I'm sorry, I'm just looking. I'm asking a question. Biggest films not released is Blu-ray Forum. Bloody hell, that's going all the way like. I don't know. Well, he has the 1920s. I don't want to see 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. Sorry. Highest rated, 1980s. Let's get into the 90s or the 2000s. Miss Congeniality, 2001. Rush Hour 2. Yeah, it's listed there as not ever having one. I don't know why. Does anyone know why Rush Hour 2 hasn't been released in the UK ever? Is there a rights issue with it or something? Phil Fanatic, see you later. I didn't buy Rush Hour yet. What's your favourite boutique Blu-ray company? Arrow, maybe. I don't really go into it like that. I haven't got a sort of affiliation in that sense. Probably the wrong word with a company, with a boutique label. It's the films. If a film comes out that I like and want, and it's on that label, I just get it. I suppose Arrow, Second Sight, those sort of things. The only live action remake was Mulan. It was okay, but I still like the original better. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind Mulan. I hadn't ever seen Mulan, the animated film, until after the live action. I have an Amazon account, but don't buy much on there. Yeah. Thinking back, the Black Hole and Blu-ray is probably region locked to the US too, so maybe you wouldn't even be able to watch it in the UK. I do have region free player. That's cheap for Blu-ray. Yes, it is. You set off my Alexa Echo, says Michael. Alexa. There we go. No, shut up. That's my Alexa. Definitely Criterion Collection, but I wish they would remaster more popular films. At least Arrow Video is trying to get at some different stuff. Yeah, I'm at 5% battery. I'm more of an Arrow guy. I've got a couple of Criterion. I've only got a couple of Criterion. The Irishman and Marriage Story. I did have, back in the day of DVD, Criterion releases for RoboCop and The Rock. AJ, favourite Gillian Anderson is a favourable consideration, yet I'll be a good time to the milk chocolate chips and ice skating. AJ, a favourite Gillian Anderson is a favourite. I'm lost with that. Sorry, Matthew. I'm lost with that. I like Gillian Anderson. I think I'll go to Amazon now and buy. It also will research on why there's no UK release and do it in a separate video. Research it, Danny. Find out. I think Rush Hour 2 is not available on Blu-ray because of money. It didn't make a lot of money, and I remember even in the US, it didn't come out on Blu-ray until the box set. Really? Wow. I'm surprised. I thought Rush Hour 2 done really well for them. But then Rush Hour 3 got a Blu-ray release over here, and that done far worse. The villain in the Rush Hour 2. Yeah. But British people were constantly villains in films. It's, my guess is great extended cut is better than the original Spider-Man 2. Extended cuts are often better than the theatrical versions. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'll agree with that. What's the time? Nearly 2 o'clock. So that's me at the end of the questions, the messages. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So let's have a look. So look, there's an issue of Alien from Marvel. Issue 4. A lovely alien queen on the front. That's Rush Hour 1. Rush Hour had a cop killing by a bomb. I think the UK has a rule about that. Yeah, but then that would... No, because then I could cite things like Lethal Weapon 2, when the cop gets killed by the bomb on the... What's her face? The girl was in Aliens and stuff. Rush Hour 2. The Chinese lady in Rush Hour 2 is cute. Have you seen the fridge freezer and ice skating rink? Do you think you should mail your favourite vegetables? Sorry, I'm not entertaining nonsense. She was also in Memoirs of a Geisha, which is a great film. Mike P. She is also in House of Flying Daggers, which is a great film. Yeah. Hi, Joe. Don't feel that way. Brits are great. Brits always, yeah. There was a time when Brits were always the villain in films, weren't they? I don't typo. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, you know, it's just like we are villains in a lot of stuff. You know, there we go. That's is what it is. Yeah. So we're at the end of the questions. Check out Jackie Chan Super Cop. Okay, is Relic Hunter similar to West? Is Relic Hunter similar to Warehouse 13 and Tomb Raider style? Okay, with Relic Hunter, Danny, think of a TV company that wanted to make a Tomb Raider TV show, couldn't, so they made their own Tomb Raider TV show. It's everything in Relic Hunter is essentially Tomb Raider, except the name and the character name. Otherwise, it's Tomb Raider TV series. He and Michelle Yeoh are great. It's very much a product of its time, the late 90s, early 2000s. Michael's going to be doing a new DVD and Blu-ray hunting tomorrow. That's good. I'm at work tomorrow, so I won't be. I'm going to use the rest of today to video a couple of bits. 3 videos I need to get done. That I want to do this afternoon. Moving Mad is in the park walking the dog. I'm at 5% battery. Shall I go into the other room, or shall I end the stream here? I don't know. I'm going out for some eggs and coffee. I'll talk to you all in a bit later. Okay, cool. Managed to get Dark Knight 4K trilogy. Yeah, I recently got the Dark Knight 4K trilogy. Just the trilogy set, Amaray. I didn't go for the steel books or the special editions of that. Yeah. So I'm just looking through some of my comic books here that are sat at my side. Batman Adventures continue, season 3. Comic book continuation of the animated series in comic book form. Nice. Definitely look into Relic Hunter. You can find the first Relic Hunter. There you go, $12.99 on Amazon. I think it's probably cheaper in DVD in thingy. Oh yeah, I've seen the trailer for the Final Flash. I'll look forward to that. Moving Mad, yes, definitely native 4K, but I don't see a massive difference compared to the standard Blu-ray remasters. Yeah. Hey now, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Is Tomb Raider TV series before Tomb Raider was a thing? Sorry, I've Carmen Sandiego is Tomb Raider. Okay, I've never seen. The original Batman Begins has the wrong aspect ratio. The remaster is better. I didn't know that. Santiago typo. I enjoyed the first Shazam. Got it on 3D. Oh, that's because you saw that, didn't you? On the back of the comic book. Yeah, Fury of the Gods. Yeah, Batman and Catwoman there. So I'm just having a flick through. 20th, oh my God. 20th anniversary edition of Batman Hush. Wow, I was a comic reader 20 years ago, Batman Hush. Oh. It highlights how quick my age is passing me by. Kevin Conroy thing there. Passed away. Paul Dini. As Batman, Kevin Conroy's voice spoke from a heart no stranger to pain. For his empathy, Kevin's Dark Knight gave hope to anyone in need of a hero. He leaves behind a silent Gotham, but one infinitely blessed by his presence. Paul Dini said that. Alan Burnett, these are people that worked with him on Batman, the animated series. He was a voice of uncommon power and warmth, and he made Batman a joy, not only for those of us lucky enough to work with him, but for the thousands of fans he met and thrilled every year. It's an empty cave without you, my friend. What a sad loss. Titans there. TV series. San Diego, yeah. AJ's Movie Place. You're going to get The Abyss when it comes out in March 2023. Is that definite for 2023? I don't know. But yes, of course, I will. Blade Runner 2039 comic book. I like the Blade Runner world in comics. I found Shazam not to be too dark for a movie, but at the same time, funny as well. Yes, it was a good film. I enjoyed Shazam. I like Zachary Levi. AJ, what's your favourite comic book? The Punisher is my favourite comic book character. Predator. What's that? In issue 6? It should be the end of a story. The end for now, yes. Until the next issue. New miniseries on that page. Coming. Army of Darkness and Necronomicon. Army of Darkness and the Reanimator. Necronomicon Rising comic book. There we go. Grim Fairy Tales. See you later, folks. See you later, Mike. Titan season 3 and Doom season 3. You mean Doom Patrol? Batwoman season 3. I'm after to get, but waiting for the price to drop down 20 a steep for DVD. Don't you go after the Blu-rays, Danny? No. 4%. Just having a look here. Look at that cover. How's that for a cover? Drawn by Alex Ross, comic book artist. Fantastic. No, I haven't. I don't get. I wouldn't get it. I only pick up a few odd ones that I like. Peter Parker. What I want to get the Peter Parker from the animated one, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, or whatever it's called. That one. What's it called? Mandalorian as a comic book. Issue 1 of The Scarlet Witch. The witch is back. Okay, I've got to go into the other room because my thing is at 3%. I've got no charger here. And it's bitterly cold. I need to put the heating on. Okay, let's plug this in. No, turn it up. Sorry, I'm just plugging this in because it is cold. It's cold, so I'm not doing it. My battery's dying. There we go. There we go. There we go. Cancel that. Okay. I buy Blu-rays for the DC Marvel movies, but the TV shows mostly I stick with DVD unless it's TV shows that wants an upgrade. Okay, fair enough. What are your thoughts on Guardian of the Galaxy Holiday Special? I enjoyed it. Thought it was fun. It was a nice to sort of revisit those characters, and I like Kevin Bacon, and it didn't feel forced having Kevin Bacon in it. It felt earned because obviously they sort of set Kevin Bacon up as a hero to him from the first film. So I'm just having a look at on my phone. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, that's why. Yes, so there we go. There we go. So any more questions, or shall I wrap it up for the day? 1 hour 44 minutes have flown by. We're down to 10 views, 10 people watching. It was at 20 a little while ago, so it's sort of quietened down a bit. Noah Mason, no. Hi Noah, why are you swapping from one account to another? Is there a reason? Oh look, Michael's got a new, not Michael, sorry Michael, if you're watching still. I wonder why Funko Pop hasn't released the Kevin Bacon from Holiday Special Funko. I don't know. That's a question, I suppose. I've actually, I actually bought my second Funko Pop. I got a second Funko Pop. Yes, you can see the video in a couple of days, or is it tomorrow? I don't know. I've put it up. I don't like Funko Pops. Okay, that's a bit harsh. I don't understand Funko Pops. I don't understand the appeal of them. However, I've bought one, which is Agent Carter, Captain Carter. Yes, Captain Carter. If you go back to the beginning of this stream, that's where I started this stream off with Captain Carter. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, and then I bought a second one the other day, and my opening for it is up as a premiere, as a post opening. You'll see that. So I was saying, Ian here, Ian over at Ian Hilda Ramblings. Matt's made him an intro for his channel, and I'm just checking it out. I'm just watching Ian's. That's nice of Matt to have done that. That's very good. So anyway, shall I show you it? Here we go. Oh, soddery. Oh, for Christ. Hold on 1 minute. I know you're seeing the ceiling, everyone. It's because I'm holding that. But I'm doing... Okay. This here is what Matt has done for Ian. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can see the reflection. Christ's sake. This ain't working. Okay. Can you see that? Without... it's too much reflection. I'll try and get... There we go. That's better. So Ian over at Ian Hilda Ramblings. Go and check out his channel. He's great. And Matt had made this for him as an opening to his channel, his video. And there we go. Isn't that nice of Matt to do that? And there's Ian.
It's me, Ian.
E-bike.
This is exciting.
E-bike dumb.
A new intro.
Oh, yeah, I know. So there we go. So that's Matt had done that. That's very nice of Matt. So let's have a look. I've enjoyed the live stream. Thank you, Danny. Matthew, probably a license issue. Yes. Likeness, I don't know. Kevin Bacon may not want it. Rolando, hello. Of his image, yep. I'm still there. Yep. Thank you. I should have a pickups video tonight. I'm lacking with videos at the moment. Trying to get motivated again. Why have you lost motivation? I don't understand Funko Pops either. What are your thoughts on Funko doing new Spider-Man No Way Home ones like Doc Ock and Green Goblin? I don't know. They do everything. Big money in Funko Pops. Like I said, I don't really understand the appeal of them. That's why I've only got one, but now two. I don't really plan on getting any more. You'll see why I got the second one when I show it. I mean, even out of, you know, I love the Punisher as a character. I've got Punisher statues and figures, that sort of thing. There's a Punisher there next to my Zatanna. And I haven't got a Punisher Funko Pop. Never bought Punisher Funko Pop. And you people would think that, well, you know, that's crazy. Why not? You're a big Punisher fan. The only Funkos I have were gifts. I actually bought the Batman the Animated Series. Came with a Funko Pop. You had a normal set. You had a more expensive set with a Funko Pop. And when I got that Funko Pop, I sold it. Or was it Batman? I think it's Batman the Animated Series. Or was it Batman Beyond? I don't know. It was one of the two. And I sold the Funko Pop and got most of my money back on the entire purchase, to be honest, because it came with that. It came with that set. So it weren't available outside of that set. What I told, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, Danny. Yeah, I have them moments. What can I say? Just I don't really know what to say, Dan. Unfortunately, doing one might make you feel better. Might it might be good. Might be good. A good distraction. Give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. But certainly in April, like I said, Danny, I've booked off. I've actually got that week off in April between, Easter, from Good Friday all the way through to beyond the next weekend. So, if you want to meet up in Portsmouth to go over to Gosport, I'll get a train down. As long as there's no strike still going on and no engineering works, hindering travel down there, I'll come down there. And why not? Didn't Black Adam have a 4K release for a Funko in the US? I don't know, actually. Mike, I got no idea. I didn't really pay attention to the potential releases of the film over there. I haven't seen that. No, I'll check it out. I'll see if I can find it. Looking forward to that. Let me know the date you wish to meet, and I arrange holiday. Yeah, let's do that, Danny. We can go and get something to eat in the old Weatherspoon in Portsmouth. You got Portsmouth CEX there. Yeah, you got the CEX just over the river, over the not the river, just across the sea a little bit in Gosport. And yeah, we'll do that. Like I said, I'm off the whole week. Weekends are generally bad for trains, as you probably know, with engineering works and that. But yeah, I could, like I said, I'm off. Oh, sorry, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. We'll do it. Yeah, if you want to send me the link for it, that'd be great. But yeah, so it's kind of like this chat sort of feels like it's kind of wrapping up now. Momentum sort of dying, I suppose. So I am going to get away. I'm going to go and have something to eat, and then I'm going to start doing my free films, my free videos that I need to record. One of them is a collectible corner for May. Matthew, send it in the comments. See if you can link it in the comment section of this, not the live chat, but the actual comment section of the video that like as if it was a normal video. So one of them is actually I've got 4 videos to do. I've got to do my comic book corner for the stuff that I've picked up. I've got to do a collectible corner, which is my next episode, which is, because I'm so far filmed out, which will be for late May, early June, feasibly. I've got to do a couple of others as well. Oliver Ian, thanks for the live, pal. Take care. Take care, Steve. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. So yes, everyone, I'm getting away. It's been nearly 2 hours. So I shall love you and leave you, as they say. Thanks for the comments. and lively chat. Enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Dimension. Have to get you back on the live again sometime soon. Same for Danny, Michael, anyone with channels, Monkey, if you want to come on. And I'll see you all later. I'm going. See you later. Bye.